and he was going for some restroom. So I helped him to the toilet, and those were, that means a manual thing, so many difficulties, but anyhow, while coming back, I could find that he was picking up some fruits, some grapes, fruits likely fallen from the tree. It was some plain land, so he was picking up, and after washing them, he put a little bit of salt and sugar and kept, and started talking with me. Then afterwards, nearly after 15 minutes, he gave me the same thing. First you take it, then I shall talk with you. That means, because at those days, this ashram's financial condition was very poor, they could not accommodate anything at our hours. So he knew it. So he himself picked up the fruits and he himself arranged and gave me. So even today I find I have enjoyed so many dishes from so many corners, but the taste which I got at that time, it never comes at par with it. So this was his just affection, and in this way he used to win the heart of everyone by his, and that was so genuine concern for everyone. And his last part of his life, that was also very noble, I should say. I had, because I was along with him, so many other factors setting aside, I would like to share with you one or two incidents about his last phase. One brahmachari, he visited Vishwanath temple, Varanasi Vishwanath temple. Early morning, he went almost at 3:30. After taking bath in the Ganges, he offered Vishwanath puja and everything, then came out. And he offered Vishwanath a beautiful garland also. For that he had to purchase it. It cost him some rupees, Indian currency, something. And he felt that this, I will take this prasad of Vishwanath first to Premeshanandaji. So he brought it and offered to Premeshanandaji, and Premeshanandaji accepted it with reverence. Then Premeshanandaji asked him the question, this garland, how much did it cost? He said, in that time, it was 10 rupees or 5 rupees, something like that. That 5 rupees was a big amount in those days. Then he said, you are a brahmachari, and being a monk, brahmachari, you could have offered Vishwanath the Ganges water, or at best a billoli. Why did you spend so much? Instead of spending the money there, you could have spent that money for all these moving Vishwanaths who were begging by the side of the roads. So that is another dimension. The first we should have to serve this poorer section of the society. If we cannot serve them, how can I reach God? Love thy neighbor as thyself. And we have heard that the parable of the Good Samaritans. Who is your neighbor? So that is the actual neighbor, is that Samaritan. So that element was so vibrant in him. Now I should finish. Before almost his end was coming, he became totally blind. Last leg of his, for 3-4 years, he became totally blind. He became totally crippled, and his legs, he could not walk himself. We had to carry him like my sister in the perambulator. In the perambulator, we had to carry him. he could not catch hold of anything. His hands also became crippled, and other ailments also were there. But in spite of all the things, I could find him that he was always in a happy mood, always in a happy mood. And not a single day I could find him any time becoming angry with me. Never. One day I told him, Maharaj, I have been with you for say 10 years, nearly 10 years. But not a single day I could find you that you are becoming angry with anybody. Never you are using any harsh word to anybody. Then he replied, how can I be? My Guru has given me the name Premeshananda. So I am to just obey him. So I am just obeying my Guru's instruction. Nothing else is there. So that man has his end, when last leg of his existence, one day I put him a question. Maharaj, you had your initiation from Holy Mother in 1905 or 6, something like that. At that time, you started thinking of Sri Ramakrishna. Now also you are thinking Sri Ramakrishna. What is the difference between these thinking? At that time you are thinking, now also you are thinking. Is there any difference? Certainly there is difference. I said, what is that difference? He said, at that time, first, initially, I had to meditate on God. Now God, I need not meditate on God. God is with me, is with me. So, that is, and almost within 2-3 days, he left his body. So, my association with Premeshanandaji Maharaj, as well as Holy Mother, all these things I have mentioned. Now I would like to share with another interesting incident. Your time is over, so which will be some sort of just a relief for you. What is that incident? This incident happened at Sao Paulo in Brazil. Last year I went visit there. So many persons are coming, and by the way, the vice president of this. President was our monastery member, the vice president is the next important man. The vice president came. He knew Spanish, I did not know, so I had to take the help of interpreter. So with him we are communicating. Then this, that, all official talks and all the things were over. So then I just landed into some informal talks. Then I told him, how many children do you have? He said, I am having 3 children. What are they doing? He's a retired man. No, he's also a good doctor. My first son, he is in USA. He is a good doctor there. My second son, he is chartered accountant. And he is also well established. He has started running a farm. And that man, he had his initiation while he was at the age of 18, something like that. He took his initiation from Vishuddhanandaji Maharaj, who was the disciple of Raja Maharaj. So then what about your third son? Then my third son is my ashram. I am worried about my third son. Thank you.
How 1 hour, not 1 hour, little less, but such a time passed, we forgot. And we are in the mother's love and the story of how this Ramakrishna Order starts with that love and the divine love, starting from Ramakrishna to Holy Mother to Premeshanandaji Maharaj, and then Premeshanandaji Maharaj to the Swami whom we are seeing before us is overflowing and touching our hearts. We are very fortunate that we got this opportunity and he could find some time for us in his heavy, busy, hectic life. Just day and night we are making him move from go here and there, not rest, nothing. But the main thing is that we got this wonderful idea. What is that spiritual life means? This love generating inside and overflowing for the good of others, for feeling of oneness with others, and also how to be concerned about others' suffering and pain. And it's a personal reminiscences, wonderful reminiscences, which we rarely get it. So it is our great fortune that Swamiji was with us and today this night, and he will have to drive back to Hollywood to this immediately after this, because we will again tomorrow, there is no time, traffic will be heavy. So anyhow, thank you all for coming and joining in this meeting today, and our loving pranams to Swamiji from my behalf and on behalf of you all. The San Diego devotees will, when Swamiji will come again, I do not know, and Mother knows only, but at least we are here and we can see one mother's child. Thank you all.
One thing also, Suhitanandaji was the Sevak of Swami Premeshanandaji. So also Swami Suhitanandaji has his own Sevak, Swami Suhitanandaji Maharaj. He's in the kitchen. He's hiding there, and I just want to introduce him. He was actually, we were in training center together, and can you call him the Swami that's in the kitchen? And he was a beautiful singer. I think he was classically trained, right, Mark? He was classically trained, and
while he was just primary school, at that time he was a radio artist.
He was a what artist? Radio. So come here, Marge.
Yes.
So, talking about you, he was the voice without a form. Here's the form. So he is now he's the Sevak of Swami Suhitanandaji Maharaj, traveling with him. So that so we're honored also to have him here. I know we were met in India, but I never knew we'd come and meet in America. So it's wonderful to have him. And if you were in the shrine, you heard him sing, and maybe sometime we'll have to have him again to sing. And a Swami of many talents. So now I'd like to invite Maharaj to maybe just greet the devotees, if that's possible. But Maharaj, should you sit here?
I think that's better to.
The people would just like to say this hello. Is it possible? Maharaj, is it okay that they?
But then then please do justice, because we will have to go back and to reach Hollywood. So just salute, don't start talking. That we are arranging, whatever. So yes, so just salute and then give a chance to others, and then quickly then.
Because they do have to leave immediately as soon as possible. Okay. Why don't you stand up?
Yeah.